I have £100,000 sitting in the bank. I want to get into property or maybe start a business. What would you do with it? This is the single most difficult and most common question I get asked. Usually, the story goes exactly like this. The money is just sitting there in a savings account, or maybe in an ISA or premium bonds. Sometimes it's an inheritance. You know you need to put it to work, but you're terrified of losing it. And you also know if you leave it too long, it would automatically disappear into a shiny kitchen, a holiday, or a new car. And you would hate yourself if that cash never actually builds you real wealth. If that sounds like you, stop what you're doing. Let's break down exactly how you should deploy that cash. Protect your capital and see returns. Now let's get into it. More often than not, the people asking these questions are not rookies or uneducated. They are highly knowledgeable professionals earning good money in a solid corporate role or specialized blue-collar job, and they have managed to aggressively save up serious amounts of money. They already know the theory. They already know about working smart, make your money work for you, deploying your cash. Yet, the money just sits there gathering dust, whilst inflation chews it to pieces. What frustrates me the most about this situation is knowing that if you sit on the fence for too long, you're going to fall into the hands of a shark. Someone that will sweet talk you into putting the money in an investment with outrageous ROI. Or worse, you get advice from someone pushing a strategy just because it worked for them 10 years ago. One guru could aggressively sell you a refurbishment dream, ignoring the fact that it might not actually fit your life right now. Another will swear blind by a dusty Amazon drop shipping model. But being around professional and running businesses myself, I see this all the time. People jump blindly into investments they know nothing about. So, what's the actual answer? Usually, when someone asks me this question, I do my very best to navigate my way out of it. Why? Because you can't give financial advice to anyone without knowing their risk tolerance, their current lifestyle, or what success actually means to them. But if I'm backed into a corner and I must answer, I would always say this. I'm not going to tell you what you should do with £100,000, but I'll tell you what I would do with £100,000 and why. So I'll lay down my blueprint. It's be on you to dig deep and figure out your next move. So if I have £100,000 cash sitting somewhere looking for a home, I'll split it into 3 pillars. Property for cash flow and appreciation, an index fund for hands-off compounding interest on return on investment, and cash for a passion business. Now, let's look at the baseline. If you leave £100,000 in a bank for 3 years, assuming a very, very good interest rate of 4 or 5%, you might earn about £12,000 in 3 years. Safe? Yes. Boring? Absolutely. Wealth building? Not even close. And here is how I'll play the game instead. First move, a buy-to-let property, £65,000. I'm buying a £200,000 buy-to-let property in the UK. I would deploy about £65,000 to achieve that in total cash upfront. Now let's break down the exact numbers. Deposit 25%, £50,000. This is a standard minimum for most buy-to-let lenders. Stamp duty or SDLT, £10,000 for a £200,000 property, assuming England and Northern Ireland, and including the 3% surcharge. Solicitor, broker, and all other fees, £5,000. At a 5% mortgage rate, your interest-only payment will be £625 a month. A £200,000 property in the current market in a good location should comfortably let between £1,000 to £1,200. Even after factoring management and maintenance, you're looking at a very conservative net profit of £350 a month. Over 3 years, that is £12,600 in your pocket. Then my second move, the S&P 500. I'll put £15,000 towards that. And I'm dropping £15,000 into a low-cost ETF tracking S&P 500. Now let's look at the data. While the S&P 500 has recently hit a massive high of about 20%, let's stick to a safe historic average of about 12% annualized returns, including reinvesting our dividend. Year one will gross £16,800, and year two we will gross £18,816, and by year three we will gross about £21,074. This will be over £6,000 in pure hands-off profit, just letting the market do the heavy lifting. And my third move, I will have £20,000 reserved for a side hustle or a passion business. This leaves me with about £20,000 in cash. I want to keep that liquid to bootstrap a side hustle, a hobby, or a business I'm generally passionate about. You have the safety net of your property, and your index fund will give you the comfort to make a calculated investment with the £20,000. And what do you really have to lose? So why would you keep £20,000 liquid? Normally, I'm a big fan of allowing yourself to explore, allowing yourself to take that risk. So the reason I will deploy the first move, which is buying a property with £65,000, is to give me that security, that extra backing, like we would say, covering your downside. This means I know the £65,000 is safe, is secure in a property, generating me cash flow and long-term capital appreciation. So that means I'm no longer desperate, and I will deploy the £15,000 into an ETF or a safe stock or fund or bond or something like that. This also means I'm not taking too much risk. I'm taking calculated, guaranteed, seemingly guaranteed risk, because the S&P 500 has been there for so long, and historically is done way above 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10% across 10 years, 15 years. So it's kind of a very, very safe fund to leave your money in. With that, I'm already doing better than deploying the whole £100,000 in a savings account. However, I still have £20,000 liquid cash to play with. Even if I lose the £20,000 cash, I still have asset, an investment that is worth more than the £80,000 I deployed. So technically, I'm not really losing anything by taking a gamble or taking a risk on that £20,000. We all have things we're generally passionate about. We all have things we want to do, things we really look forward to exploring and putting our money in to try and see how it goes. That £20,000 will solve that problem. So now that you have the safety net of your property and the index fund, this gives you the mental freedom to take a calculated swing at a new venture. So let's summarize the reality of this blueprint. By deploying just £80,000 of your £100,000 into property and index fund, you have made roughly £18,600 over 3 years. Compare that to the £12,500 you would have made if you left the entire £100,000 in the bank. You're already doing 40% better on cash flow alone using less money. You still have £20,000 cash in the bank to play with. And the ultimate kicker, we haven't even factored capital appreciation on the property. You now control a £200,000 asset that is historically going up in value year on year, paid down by your tenant. That is how you protect your capital. That is how you stop your cash from turning into a depreciating sports car on your driveway. If this breakdown helped you clarify what you would do with £100,000, hit the like. Subscribe for no-nonsense, data-driven property and business breakdowns. Drop your comment below and catch you on the next one.